Jurik, and the role of my company is I am the CEO and founder of the Ageless Home. And so that's where I am right now. And actually, I started with the Ageless Home a few years ago, and COVID kind of did its thing, right? So we came back out now, and I'm about to launch with the new senior living, independent living community for women. And I'm bringing into the industry what I call ageless design, which is designed for all ages and all phases of life. So people don't have to eventually move or renovate because the design doesn't work anymore. So that is where I am now. That is my company, and that's my passion. So, well, yeah, it's a wonderful story, actually. When I was 14 years old, I volunteered in a hospital in New York because it was deep snow where I lived in Brooklyn, right? And no one showed up to the hospital, but my mom worked there, and we were only a few blocks away. So I was volunteering, and I fell in love. I fell in love with the aging people that were there. I mean, their story was sad, like being alone and whatnot. And that was it from 14, and I'm in my 60s now, right? So over 40 years, I've been in healthcare and housing and all different. I've had my own medical equipment companies, respiratory companies, and all that stuff to help people live better lives at home, which is why eventually I got into housing to ask the housing industry to please change your home designs because it doesn't work for as we age. So, but that's how I really did it. I had my own company, just constantly working with the aging population, people in general, but my heart goes to the aging of needing help. So if there was a solution, I educated people about their solution. If there wasn't a solution, the other option is for me to create a business to provide that solution. And that's what I've done throughout my whole career. And like I said, my ageless design is a design from the moment you're born to the last breath you take. So it takes into consideration the aging population, but it's for all generations. But I got involved from when I was 14 and Candy Stripe, even though I call it Candy Stripe, and that gives my age away, right? But volunteering in a hospital. And I never lost the passion. And every year it just got stronger. He reached out to me, and he basically had just on LinkedIn, we're looking for industry experts. And if anybody knows this industry, I've been in it for so long, the aging population and aging in place and all that stuff. So we reached out, we started communicating, and he hooked me up with Shaw Industries, and they had an innovation department. And one of the things, I started reaching to them on the side, and Shaw and I kind of went into a partnership with Ageless Home and Ageless Design pre-COVID. So, and it was really good. And then through after that, he introduced me to Procter & Gamble, that has a whole aging in place and aging for products. And I was the industry expert for them. So both huge industries, right? I was talking to them about products and what would work, what I thought about it, and everything else that might be going on. So that's what happened there. And that's how I started my introduction with PreScouter. Biggest benefit there that I would have to say is that it allowed me to add to my platform. Simple, right? How would I ever get into a company like Shaw? How would I ever get in a company like PreScouter? How would I ever get into these companies that are bigger than myself? And the fact that that did happen, I had ventured my own things on the side with that as well as moving forward. So that is a huge PreScouters. And I'm not sitting here and you're not paying me to say this, but when I was working with PreScouter, how they did it, how Daniel choreographed everything and how he set things up and how he took part or got in the middle of something if he needs to clarify things on the calls, which was brilliant. He didn't, connect us and disappear.
Sorry.
So, so PreScouter, to answer your question, is a huge benefit in anyone's industry or personal career. I'm a person that if I'm going to align my time with people that want to learn from me, I want to make sure we're on the same platform, we're on the same line of understanding. I have all that I can give, but is that what they're really looking for? I mean, I had other organizations reach out to me because I'm an aging in place expert. I'm an expert in the aging field. I teach about around America for that, but they may reach out to me in something that's a little offline to where my peak is or my full, I feel like an embrace and can make a change. But PreScouter, he was really good. When we lined up with a lot of things, he kind of lined up with me. So I kind of, Trust your gut.
Okay.
That's probably one of my best things I can say because we all have an intuitive GPS system built inside, right? So when we know we align with whatever motivates us. When you get up and do something every day you don't have that you love, you don't call it a job, right? So when you align whatever that passion, no matter how off the wall you think it may be, there's a reason why you're feeling that way. And follow it and follow the breadcrumbs to get into and around people that motivate you to become the best version of you. And that's what I would say, really, that people I've done that. And I wish I would have listened to myself sooner in business. I mean, when I was 20, I had this crazy alignment of helping the aging population. I was working in the industries, but I wasn't standing on my own to do something more about it until later on in life. The one thing that I love for anyone to say, if you don't believe in yourself, who will? Who will? You know, that's the one thing I tell myself all the time, and that motivates me when I hit a wall or I get denied or whatever, and I want someone else to pop up out of the woods and say, here, I'm here to help you, ta-da, like a Superman. You're your own Superman, right? Wear your own cape. You know, oh, you got the cape, put it on, let's go. Again, back to whatever you feel an interest in. I don't care if it's looking for coral under the sea, or you want to look in animals' ears, or you want to build a home, or you want to cut rocks and look for gemstones, or to me, whatever rocks your boat, whatever rocks your heart, to really look at it and go for it, because you don't have to be the same old, same old. Yep. One thing about PreScouter, which I love, they will connect anybody that considers themselves a expert in the field, whatever, into organizations. Most likely they would never get it, right? Because if I'm Valerie Jurik and I'm writing to P&G and they're like, well, who the hell is this? You know, and they're not going to bother looking at my LinkedIn or calling me and reaching out because it's, you know, the hectic of today. So the fact that PreScouter does what it does, I think that's a huge asset for anyone at any level in any job. If you consider yourself that you have enough information about a particular topic or a product or whatever industry market, it's fine. As far as my industry, and I'm unique because I'm not just healthcare, I'm not just housing. I'm starting something really new. We're putting them together and we're changing home design. I'm really excited what's about to blow up. But what I do, I know my field, the aging population has moved a huge needle forward that the government has neglected for years. And all of a sudden the first baby boomers are turning 80 in 2 years, 80. So, and they're all vibrant and still friggin' workers, like what are we doing with the aging population? So if you want to talk about an industry that is blowing up now and it just started for the rest of all our lives, it's anything to do with the aging population, whether it's in housing. I'm creating products too, right? So I'm going to design products and home design, but the designs and products are working with people, care managers, nurses. I don't care where you want to go. When it starts with aging population, anything and everything is going to be a huge market. It is already, but even international. I'm in Europe now too. And it's a global situation. Just think you can go anywhere in the world and still have a job, right? So.